If you were to say what is the most important measure in the health system, over the last 3 years we've had some of the lowest excess mortality in the world. If you were to say what is the most important measure in the health system, over the last 3 years we've had some of the lowest excess mortality in the world.
New Zealand's average excess death mortality rate over the period 2020 to 2023 is around 20%, which is one of the worst rates in the world. For the Minister of Health to state the opposite is a blatant lie. New Zealand has one of the worst excess death mortality rates in the world, ranging from 10% to 30% over the 2020 to 2023 period, with an average excess death rate around 20%. These figures are horrific. For the Minister of Health to state the opposite is a blatant lie.
It would have been much easier for everybody involved if Jacinda Ardern and Chris Hipkins decided to do the right thing and be fronting the public when they were asked to.
I don't think it's unreasonable to show up for an hour or two and actually give your side of the story for the posterity of the nation. It's good that they've cooperated, in privacy, we're told, but I think the New Zealand people deserve them to show up.
More deaths in New Zealand. Now, we had hopes in New Zealand it had gone down, but I'm afraid it's gone back up now to about 16% in New Zealand, having been high for, again, all of 2021 and all of 2022. So sadly, a lot of people dying in New Zealand, more than we would expect. And more up-to-date data here from 21st of May 2023. New Zealand 22%, United Kingdom 14%, Ireland 14%, Netherlands 7%, United States 6%.
School attendance is still on the recovery path from the 2022 plummet that it got after years of COVID lockdowns and disruption. People are still traumatised from missing out on seeing their dying loved ones or missing the birth of their child because of the restrictions that these people put in place.
New Zealand, again, excess deaths now. Again, this is going up to June 2023 when we wouldn't be expecting, and we're looking at huge numbers. This is the 20% line here. These are significant numbers of excess deaths. So here is above 20% excess deaths.
I would have thought if you cared about this country and responding to its next pandemic, which will happen, then you'd want to front up and tell your story. What's changed between when they were happy to invade our living room every single day and when they're being asked to do something for New Zealand by a Royal Commission and they're nowhere to be seen? I think that's really disappointing. When you lock people down, when you segregate them by their vaccine choices, when you stop people coming in and out of the country, even at critical times with life, death and birth and sickness in their family, then of course there is going to be anger. But the right way to address that is actually to listen, to dialogue and to talk, not to hide away.
The commissioners themselves said that they believe this would enhance public confidence in the findings of the overall commission's report. I take them at their word and I believe that because ultimately we have here 4 politicians who are standing at briefings at 1 o'clock every single day making huge decisions on people's lives and how they went about them, but unfortunately are willing to give evidence in private but not in public. And I think many people around New Zealand are frustrated and angry that they got a lot of government policy being forced on them, but they're not seeing those people front up.
I would have thought that they have a public duty for the power they wielded and their demonstrated predilection for public attention, which they've gone after day during the pandemic, to front up now. Unfortunately, a lot of people will see them as running from accountability, and that's what erodes that trust.